like I said, they're characterized by their prowess in war. They are known. They're legendary. Look at the movies that they make. Fort Apache, The Bronx. You know, they always have the word Apache in it. There's military hardware, equipment that they call Apache.
Yeah, helicopters.
Yeah. So Apache and the most fearsome warrior to stand up against the United States, probably in the top three, other than Osama bin Laden now, was Geronimo, was it not?
I think Cochise was pretty serious, you know, like he brought them to a total standstill.
Well,
they finally let him have the valley where he lived, you know, like eventually.
We're going to get into the specifics of that. Cochise is actually a larger figure. I say should be much more of an influence, but the fact is that he got a more watered down remembrance because he surrendered. Cochise fought just as long as Geronimo did. He was actually Geronimo's senior in age, and not only that, he was the chief. Geronimo wasn't officially a chief.
Yeah.
He was a war leader.
Yeah, and
he was considered a minor leader.
As a medicine man too.
Yes, he was in that regard. So, but as far as you know, his standing, he was one of the smaller clans. He came from more of the south. They all seem to rotate around an area of Warm Springs and Hot Springs, New Mexico. That was like their center.
Yeah, Victorio lived over here. The Warm Springs.
Victorio was from there.
Yeah, but Geronimo was more of
Geronimo was from the south.
Chiricahua and way down into Mexico, of course.
Yeah, Geronimo was from further down there.
A lot, but they like to live in these particular type of environments, you know.
Geronimo was from a tribe with another chief known as Ju. Ju was the chief, and they were close when they were growing up. Ju went on later on to really be like a lieutenant of Cochise. And Ju is also has another name called Wa. Wa. Kind of like when Keanu Reeves does that thing. I don't know how else to describe it. Because he has unusual names. I never heard of anyone like Ju or Wa. But he defended Cochise on many occasions, whereas Geronimo branched off because probably what happened to him personally. You want to go over that? This is a well-known thing, but it's worth repeating. What happened to Geronimo back in the days when he wanted, where his vengeance comes from, his revenge stems from the crimes against him and his family.
Mostly by the Mexicans.
Yeah, and Geronimo wasn't even his name. That was a name that he took on. His real name was, I probably will mangle the pronunciation, it was like Gotolie? Gotolie?
I never knew it.
I'm sorry if anyone can correct me. I couldn't tell you the spelling. It's like a g sound.
Yeah,
the legend, which I think is true, Geronimo with the j sound, Geronimo, is from when he was in a scuffle or a battle with Spanish-Mexican forces.
On San Geronimo Day.
No. This is how I heard it. He was killing them, and they were in the midst of being destroyed, and they were calling out to Saint Jerome.
Yes.
So in Espanol,
it
sounds like that. Jerome de Santos, Jerome.
Yeah,
so
Geronimo.
The other Indians in his war party later on and saying how great Geronimo was, kind of in a way joking around, calling him Geronimo, because they seemed like they were all the Mexicans getting killed were screaming at him Geronimo.
Yeah.
So
there is the San Geronimo mission.
It makes you wonder, but I don't have a better explanation that I've ever read. And it seems like that's how people have quoted Geronimo saying that. And Geronimo survived longer than the other ones did. He had a surrender, I think it was in 1888 or 1889.
I think he was selling pictures, like postcard pictures of himself.
But if you want to hear
With silver
about the
coins,
transition, you watch the movie with
West Studi?
James Stewart called Broken Arrow.
Yeah.